Well, good evening. Welcome to the DBS Sports. I am Kenton Casimir. We begin with track and field. St. Lucian athlete Alana Paul opened her 2019 indoor season in spectacular fashion following her competing at an invitational event in the USA. Competing in her first season for Briarcliff University, Alana won the 400 meters in 59.77 seconds, the 200 meters in a qualifying time of 25.85 seconds, while placing second in the 60-meter dash final in 7.83 seconds. Wow. Well, as a result of her performance, Paul was named this week's 1000 Degrees Napolitan Pizza Athlete of the Week. Wow, well done. Now, the highly anticipated semi-final of the Veterans Football Tournament is just 2 days away. Last weekend, we heard from CEO of Veterans in Sports Inc., Alvin Malakan, about the Mabia Valley leg of the event.
We're having the quarterfinals of the Caribbean Alliance Gold Cup, the main part of the championship. And so far we have had three exciting matches. You know, you had yesterday, for sure you're going to have a new champion, Super getting knocked out by Miku Veterans. And then we had probably one of the most exciting matches where you had VSADC coming up against Rosalie, keenly contested match, and then you saw Rosalie Veterans getting the best of VSADC. Hats off to VSADC, they played really well yesterday. And today you saw Marsha really putting up a fight against Central Beaufort, the mighty Central Beaufort, and then Marsha held their own. And I guess they held their own, but then Central Beaufort just found a way to defeat them 3-0. So it's all set for an exciting semi-finals come this weekend. We're back at the Philip Masley grounds.
Well, this weekend we move to the Philip Masley grounds in Beaufort. Turn up. Rosalie, they will take on Lancers from 6 p.m. in the main championship. From 8 p.m. in a huge class, Central VA4, they will take on Noisy Neighbors Miko. Of course, the action continues on Sunday in the Plate Championship. Now, the Big Players Invitational Big 8 tournament, which is scheduled to kick off on Saturday, 26 January 2019. Well, the club has partnered with a number of sponsors, of which Black Hat Production is the main one in making the invitational tournament a reality. And I would like to thank them for their generosity. The monetary prizes for this competition is $1,500 and $250 for first, second, and third place, respectively. That has been sponsored by Black Hat Productions. Now, 3 matches are scheduled on opening day at the Marsha grounds at 4 p.m. Naya FC, they will take on Morshi FC, to be followed by the matchup between the Big Players FC and Twist Dominators at 5:15 p.m. and then GMC United, they will take on the B1 FC at 6:15 p.m. Well, in school sports, the District 4 Sports Committee hosted its table tennis tournament on Wednesday, 23rd January 2019 at the Ansbury Primary School. 5 schools from the district were present. That included Bexar Primary, Millard Primary, Ansbury Primary, Cicero Combined, and Odsa Combined. The 5 young individuals are going to represent the district. Vibutai Secondary School, they continued their inter-house sports developmental program with the commencement of their football competition. The first match featured Carnage House. They came up against Peter House on Tuesday, 23rd January 2019. Carnage, they eventually took control of the game and was rewarded with a goal by Jovan Victor in the 11th minute. As Carnage kept pressing on, they were rewarded with a second goal in the 17th minute by Jovan Victor. In the dying stages of the game, Simeon George pulled one back for Peter House, which came too little too late as Carnage came out winners to advance to the finals scheduled for Friday, 25th January 2019. Well, exciting futsal action is back at the Boseju Indoor Facility. The premier corporate futsal competition gets underway Friday, 25th January from 6:30 p.m. An exciting match is scheduled. Peter and Company Distribution, they will take on Flow. Should be nice. Now, Teachers, they will take on Public Service. And, of course, basketball champions, the Bankers, they will take on Food Express. The Rosalie Cricket Association Committee continued to plan ahead for what is expected to be a bigger and better 2019 Rosalie domestic season. To this end, the organization met with team captains and managers on Wednesday, 23rd January 2019 to facilitate the drafting of players onto their respective teams. By all indications, the exercise was a very fruitful and profitable one. Further details on the said tournament will soon be made available. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Youth Development and Sport, Rosalie After School Cricket Development Program held a very exciting and rewarding session at the Darren Sammy Cricket Grounds on Wednesday, 23rd January 2019. This program continues on Thursday, 24th January 2019 at the same venue and commences from 4 p.m. Well, we take a break. When we get back, Blusher United again sweet victory in the Alan Shasney Cup, and we take a look at how West Indies is doing. We'll be back. Welcome back. Now, Green Monsters took on Blusher United on Wednesday in the Honorable Alan Shasney District Rep Cup at the Deriso playing field. Green Monsters was the first on the scoreboard with a goal from Greg LeBron in the 22nd minute. 1 minute later, Ryan Langelet leveled the scores with a stunning free kick past a hapless Green Monsters custodian. In the second half, Blusher capitalized on a defensive blunder to slot one in the 75th minute to secure a 2-1 victory. Now, is there an appropriately trained and competent first aider on site whenever sports activity is taking place? If not, are you prepared to act? Would you recognize an athlete who is in cardiac arrest? What would you do? Look no further and come reserve your seat for day 2 of the Caribbean High Performance Summit to address these questions and more. Wow. The Sports Emergency Management Practical Workshop is free and will be held on a Sunday, 5th May 2019 and will consist of the following components. 1. The initial assessment and management of the athlete, cardiac arrest, spinal injury, and of course a limb injury. You can book now and register at www.caribbeanhps.com, and there are limited spaces available. Now, Grenada's most spectacular of all school events, the annual secondary school track and field competition, more popularly known as Intercall Games, will not be held this year, as according to a well-placed source. Unfortunately, the games are the victim of the ongoing industrial impasse between the Grenada's Teachers Union and the Grenada government. The teachers are working to rule in support of their union, which opposes the government plans to reduce to 25% their gratuity upon retirement. That's from 25% to 8%. Wow. The cancellation of the games has aroused a raging public debate, some arguing that the teachers are denying the children the opportunity to display their athletic talents. Others have also argued that the industrial action should have excluded the sport. But James Anderson's record equaling 5-wicket haul restricted West Indies to a modest total. But the home pace attack made an early dent in England's reply on day 2 of the first test in Barbados. Well, earlier in the session, Anderson added Alzarri Joseph's wicket caught at third slip by Josh Butler for no score to his pivotal 4 wicket on the opening day. It moved him level with Ian Botham on 27 5-wicket hauls for England and gave him figures of 5 for 46 from 30 overs, including 13 maidens. Well, West Indies were bowled out for 289 with Shimron Hetmyer. He scored a brilliant 81. But West Indies captain Jason Holder, forming part of a 4-prong pace attack, struck before lunch to peg the English team back. The captain from Barbados took 2 for 15 in 8 overs. Kemar Roach was on fire in front of his home crowd. Fast bowler took 5 wickets for 17 runs in his 11 overs as West Indies wrecked through England's order. Now, England was bowled up for 77 all out. Now, summarize scores in this match. West Indies, they got to 289 all out. Hit by 81. Henderson, he bagged a 5 for 46. It would have been nice if it was 800. In response, England, they were bowled out for 77 with Jennings top scoring with 17. Roach, he took 5 for 17. West Indies batting a second time. They were on 78 for 5. They were leading by 290 runs with 5 wickets left at 5:30. Of course, we'll update you in tomorrow night's Sportscast. Still a lot of cricket left in this matchup. Second seed Rafael Nadal ended Greek youngster Stefanos Tsitsipas' captivating run to reach his 5th Australian Open final. Nadal, 32, was in devastating form as he beat the 20-year-old 14th seed 6-2, 6-4, 6-love in 1 hour 46 minutes. Meanwhile, US Open champion Naomi Osaka reached back-to-back Grand Slam finals with a hard-fought win over Czech 7th seed Caroline Pliskova at the Australian Open. The Japanese 4th seed, who beat Serena last year, won 6-2, 4-6, 6-4. Chelsea, they have signed Juventus striker Gonzalo Higuain officially on loan for the remainder of the season with an option to buy him for 36 million euros. The Blues also have the option to extend the Argentine's loan deal until June 2020 for 18 million euros. Higuain, 31, spent the first half of the season on loan at AC Milan, scoring 8 goals in 22 games. Papusa. Real Madrid, they have topped the table of the world's 20 richest football clubs, displacing Manchester United with a record revenue of £750.9 million. Wow. Manchester United, they slipped to third, with Barcelona making the first Spanish 1-2 since 2014-2015. So it's Real Madrid, then Barcelona, then Manchester United, and Bayern Munich, the richest teams in football. Nothing is going right for Manu, except Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That's sport. DBS News continues after the break.